So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Before I forget, I want to start things off with this. I don't know how you guys that live like in Arizona or wherever it is that gets super hot, I don't know how you do it. I really don't. It's been getting pretty warm around here. It's evening right now, but the difference between shade and sun has to be 25 degrees. It's a huge difference. Mornings have been pretty cool actually, about 55, 58 degrees in the morning. But during the day, it has been getting really, really hot. And then once you get towards evening, things are pretty good. But I don't know how you do it. I don't. I do not like the heat like that. I'm just not used to it, I guess. But anyway, I am out here doing some brush hogging. Just mowed that trail that goes down on that ridge there. And I had to fix up my little intersection right here. What happens every time you come through here, like with a track machine, or even the side-by-side or the four-wheeler, you get a big windrow on that side, and then when it rains, it holds water, and that section stays muddy, which doesn't sound like the end of the world. But Eva will tell you differently. The other night, her and Melissa were walking out here to meet Levi, Kate, and the grandkids out in the clearing, and Eva was running. She was running out around this trail, and it had rained really hard the night before, but as hot as it gets during the day, it all dried up. But there's a bunch of mud right in that corner. And I don't know if she didn't see it or what, but she went down hard. I mean, she was covered in mud. And she came back to the house. I'm like, what happened, you know? And she was fine and everything. If that would have happened to me, I'd probably be in the hospital. But she's good. But I've been wanting to take care of that and kind of widen this out in here, which I did. I could even put one of those roundabouts in here. I made comments about roundabouts before. I don't really care either way. I'm not a big fan. A lot of people say they work great. And I will say they seem to keep traffic moving. But some of the places they put them, I just don't understand. Just a few miles from here, they built a new elementary school up on the hill. And where the road comes down to the main road, across from that, there's like a housing plan with townhouses and single family homes. But anyway, they put a big roundabout right there, and it does. It keeps the traffic moving for the school buses and all that kind of stuff. I get it. But the other day I was out there and there's a guy in a tractor trailer, big moving truck, and I don't think he could possibly get into that housing plan. I don't know. He was standing there with his guys, and they're kind of scratching their heads, but there used to be kind of a nice turn going into it. Now you have this roundabout, and coming directly into it is this little road going back to the housing plan. I don't know what they ended up doing, but for guys driving those big trucks, I don't think they're that great. But anyway, right now I'm going to take the tractor back to the house, and then we're going to bring something back out here and park it out in the little clearing there and leave it there for a while. All right, so here's my idea. I'm not sure if it's a good one or not, but time will tell. So what I'm thinking of doing here is using just a little corner of this clearing right here for like a satellite wood yard. We have enough firewood cut and split for our regular customers and for us for this winter. Everything that we're starting to work on now will be for next summer, for all the outdoor fire pit people, campfires, that kind of stuff, and next winter. And I was thinking, things are a little crowded over at the wood yard, and we have tons of wood out here, and instead of hauling it in over there, cut it, split it out here, we'll put it in firewood baskets and just leave it out here till next spring, or till we need it, actually. That's what I'm thinking. So with that being said, I brought the split force out here, but I got all this wood right here. I got a whole pile of logs over there, big red oak over there, and then down that way past the mini cabin I've got 4 or 5 trees that are down from, you know, storm damage. And then we have that trail that goes all the way to the brick house, and there's a pile of trees down over there. So I could leave this out here for a little while, and as the weather allows, just come out here, cut and split wood, and have a nice inventory out here as well. I'm not sure if it'll work out the way I want or not, because the road coming back here, the trail, is not the best. I mean, it's okay right now when it's nice and dry. This winter, you know, if it's wet and slimy, it's going to be real difficult. But like I said, I won't I won't need the wood until next spring or summer. So I think this will work. Plus, it's a great place to nice place to be out here. The sun comes up over that way, so you get a good couple 3 hours in the morning at least where you're shaded in this area. I think it'll work out. I just saw this right here. I'm guessing this is a hook. It's not mine, for an archery hunter. This maple came off of this property right here, which we bought, I don't know, 4 years ago now, something like that. So that's not mine. I'll have to watch that when I'm cutting that up. Plus, the other nice thing about being out here, you could start at daylight out here. I'm not going to bother anyone. Normally, I don't really crank things up over at the wood yard till at least 8 in the morning, sometimes a little bit later. All of our neighbors are super cool. Nobody has a problem with it at all. But out here, nobody would even know I'm doing anything out here. Might hear a saw off in the distance, but whatever. But anyway, I had a pretty productive afternoon. I went and got about 1.5 loads of fuel. I took my diesel tank, filled it up once, came home, filled up the tractor, skid loader, both tractors, skid loader and excavator, and then I took the tank back and topped it off. So that should last me at least a month or so. I'm still in need of a bigger tank. It just hasn't been a priority, but I need to work on that. But I think that's about it for today's video. You will see more from the satellite wood yard here pretty soon. And also we'll be headed to West Virginia pretty soon, later this week, to start work getting ready for the shower house and the cabin. So that'll be coming up as well. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.